So, okay. So the first thing I asked him is what is the timeline in his opinion? Do you want to hear what he had to say about that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So he was telling me that he has a furniture business. You wanted a full house decoration. You got shown a showroom, and you said you had a 200K budget ready to pay. You then asked for a designer. The agreed on price was $100,000 for furniture, and then 30K would go to the designer. Jack then went to his designer and convinced her to do it for 30K because apparently it's too little money for her.
He's lying.
But yeah, it doesn't matter. This is what it said. It doesn't matter if he's lying. He might be. Then Future, you handed keys to Diva, I guess, the designer. And then because of how furniture operated back then, you know how like now you can kind of put out masking tape where the furniture is going to be, but then you had to actually front the furniture in. So they fronted furniture for 80 to 90,000. Future paid 15K for down payment, which Jack wasn't aware of at the start, apparently. Future got quoted 65K plus the 15K down payment. Future was asked to pay. You said you would pay right away, according to him. Again, he might be lying about that. But that's what he said. You then didn't pay in 4 days, and around the third day, he overheard someone from your crew like laughing about the situation, saying like, "Oh yeah, good luck getting the money back," which kind of triggered him to go on the warpath, I guess. So his crew wanted him to give you back the 15K. So he meets up with you. And then you apparently in that meeting had like a really aggressive tone towards him, saying that you wanted everything installed back and money on top and that stuff. And that really put him on the wrong path, I guess. And then he was saying that you like started shitting on their porches and stuff. And he started talking about how he was going to buy you diapers because you were shitting on their porch. Yeah. So that was the timeline in his opinion. I mean, I'm sure there's like inconsistencies there and he was lying. Yeah. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I didn't ask because I cared. I asked to make him think that I care. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I talked to him and I was like, okay, well, I feel like we could reach a resolution. And I put forward what we talked about. Like, they give back everything they got today, including the dong. They keep the 15K. And then he said he wanted a gun. And I told him this. I said that I was gonna try to convince you guys to give the gun back, because then the psychology in his head is that I'm trying to help him, which I'm not, but it makes him think that I am. So I told him I'm gonna try to convince him to give you back the gun, but it's gonna be very difficult, very unlikely. But I'll really do my best for you, Jack. And he said, okay, AK, I really appreciate that. I'm gonna talk to my people with the deal that you put forward, and we'll see how they feel about that, and then we'll talk again. That was the conversation.
All right. Well, I think we can all agree we're not giving the gun back.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
So now, what happens when he calls you back and he's like, okay, I'm not doing the deal if you get the gun back. And we tell him, no, you're not getting the gun back. Then they said, no, you're not getting the USBs back. What happens then?
I don't know. I'll improvise, I think. Unless anybody has a good idea.
No, I think that's good. Yeah, just improvise. And if they say, well, you could just ask him, all right, so how can we make this deal happen where you're happy and we're happy, and then see what they say.
Yeah. What if they would want
I'm a bonus
money?
With you, AK. I'm a bonus with you, AK.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you go through every single option you have. You tell them, we'll give you this, we'll give you that. And if they don't want anything, then you just have to threaten them. It's just that simple. Like, once you exhaust every option you have, once you give them every possibility there is, at that rate, you have nothing else to do but just to threaten them and tell them, like, listen, you just gotta do what you gotta do, right? You tried, give them every option. At that rate, it just is what it is.
I mean, you're right. The thing is, like, they're not going to respond well to a threat. The threat is only
but I'm saying,
ego.
But I'm saying,
you're right. Like, that's what
after every option is, like, after you tried everything, there's nothing else you can do. There's nothing. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, if they don't want to give, or if they want the gun back and they don't want to budge on it, do we have anything that we would want to give instead of the gun, or that's our deal? End of.
I mean, we have nothing else to give. That's theirs.
Yeah, but maybe nothing that isn't theirs necessarily.
You want to give them money?
I mean, do we? And if so, how much? If we
No.
don't want to do that,
definitely, we definitely
if
don't give them
okay,
money.
They're the one
So-
that
so
own
the-
us money.
okay, so the only deal we're open to is them not getting the gun, we get everything back from today, and we scratch the 15K. That's the only deal we're
That's
willing
pretty
to
much
accept.
it. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. So what was taken today outside of the dongle?
I don't know exactly. I mean, they took some money. They took the dongle.
I mean, they
What
took a
ab-
lot pick off me, but again, I don't really care about that. It's not even about the shit they took. It's just the dongle is the main thing.
Okay. So I could negotiate down to just the dongle in favor for nothing, and they keep the 15K, yeah?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see if we can reach a resolution. If we can't, we can't.
I got B.
Alright. Oh, it's the waiting game now.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So future, I guess like when you met up with them and he had the intention of giving you 15K, but then you were kind of angry at that point from everything that happened. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I gave him,
And,
like, Forehead was there. I gave him 3 options. I said, first option, right, is you can put the furniture back in there, and I will still pay for all the furniture. I never plan on scamming them. I plan on paying for that shit. Like, she still
Yeah.
had keys and still had access to my house the whole fucking time.
He brought that up and he said he fuck, what did he say? He said he didn't want to do that because he didn't trust you after the first time. That's what he said.
All right, that's fair enough. And then I gave him the second option. I said, give my 15K back, pay for the 10K that I have to pay for changing the locks and the keys, and then we'll leave it at that. And the third option is I'll just see you out or see you around.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if I'm gonna be honest, like I totally see what you're saying with this guy being stubborn as hell. Like Jesus Christ, I get that it was hard to negotiate with this guy.
Trust me, AK. Like, I've tried, and I'm telling you, I was getting to a point where I just wanted to drop it and not even deal with it because it's not gonna come to a resolution.
No, I
Alright.
totally get it.
I'm calling this dude every day, texting him every day, go to his house, knock on his door every day. Yeah, I'm shitting and pissing on his porch, but like I'm trying to contact people around him, and
That's a power move.
there's nothing.
Yeah. Was that why? I mean, that's why he called you diaper boy or something,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Every day I go knock on his door, shit and piss on the porch, and leave.
Yeah, that's
to his
hard, I ain't gonna lie.
house, his trailer. Trying to get like his attention, you know what I'm saying? And I just couldn't. He won't call me, won't text me. I gotta hit him up every time. I gotta call his people, trying to get a hold of him. Like, I don't know what else I can do.
No, I got you.
And look, I know, you know, we could easily go and do some things that would be unnecessary. And I don't want to do those things unless we absolutely have to. I just don't think these people understand the type of things that could go on or the type of problems that could happen if they keep fucking around. I don't want to treat them like that because I personally don't see him as a gang. Forehead might see him as like gangbangers. I don't. I see him as furniture salesmen and lumberjacks.
I just think you're naive for that. I don't know how else to tell you.
No, it's not that I'm naive. It's just you're giving them too much respect.
I'm not giving them. It's not. No. I'm not giving them the respect. If you act like something, you are something. If you're rolling out and you're looking to
That's not
slide
true.
on,
That's not
no,
necessarily true.
that is what it is. If you act like something, then you are something. If you're rolling out and fucking cars with the fucking PD guns on you to fucking smoke someone, and you're a fucking lumber union company, then you're not a fucking lumber union company. You're a fucking criminal. There's no way to look
And
at
that's
it.
why I said if you think, and I told them, you know, if you guys furniture salesmen or y'all gangbangers, like which one? And I even told you for it, whichever one they decide, that's how we're gonna treat them. I'm still treating them like they're
It's not.
furniture
No,
salesmen.
but future. It's not about what they say. It's about how they act. You don't treat someone.
exactly.
You don't
And I
treat
said, bro,
someone. You don't treat someone how what they say to you. You treat them on how they act. Right. That's the thing.
and I agree. But my point is, you know, there's multiple ways we can treat them and go about things. But I'm just trying to go about this the nicest way possible because I know they're not ready for the type of shit that we can do. and I don't want to do it. But if they're gonna make us do it, then we're gonna have to. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, all we can do now is wait and see what they say, and if they don't, then I think it's just gonna be a shitfest, basically. Yeah, I gotta run downstairs and do something real quick. 1 second.
Yo, put a chop, Aji. Wanna go to it?
Yeah, we can do that.
Alright. Still got the device.
It's we gotta go to my house.